Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today we're going to bring a great product here. It's a JTech product, all right? We're going to talk about a really great way of sharing your monitors, multiple. And now this system here alone comes with 3 applications, 3 different hardwares that you can share to 3 different devices to the same TV. This one is 1080, 60 megahertz, and up to 20 meters, working at the 5 megahertz antenna distance. So if you guys are not familiar with the 2.5 and the 5 megahertz, there's different frequencies, but this one's using the best one, the 5 megahertz. Now we're going to open it up right now for the first time and take a look at it. Now on this one in particular, when it comes out, this is how it comes packed. It's a, man, I can't say anything more about these products. They all been solid about it, so I'm going to open it up and move them out of the way so I could take this big old box and talk in depth of what you guys get. So right now when you get this product here in particular, and we're gonna see what else you get. So you pretty much get the main box. This is gonna go either on the system that you're gonna be sharing, displaying. It could be a TV, it could be a monitor, power supply, 5 volts, which is great because I'm going to explain to you. On the 5 volts, you could plug this into a normal TVs. You know, any TV has all the latest TVs have a USB. You can plug in directly to a USB. There's an antenna right here that tells you when it's connecting, the synchronization, and the HDMI, and the actual antenna input. So we're going to put this on the side here. And you get not 2, but 3. Really simple to use. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do on this one. So we're going to put this one down here. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to put the box on the side. Now on top of this, they give you, let me move these to the side, and this is the power supply, which you're going to need. It's a 5 volt power, which is not bad. We're going to put this on the side. A manual instructions on how to disconnect it, and any troubleshooting, and what's included in this whole package. So they give you a whole hands-on what's included on this package in here, so you won't be missing any items. Now this is the particular item I was talking about. This is the USBs that are going to connect to these things, but we're going to go into details of what needs to be done on that. On top of that, they give you a long antenna, really long antenna. They give you multiple HDMI extenders, so they give you 1, 2, and 3 for these 3 items in case you need to extend this. And not all the systems are made the same. Not our computers or inputs are going to be the same. You could extend this. So this is a plus. I like what they did. This is something that a lot of companies don't do. They don't think out of the box, and this company has everything well thought. They even give you the extensions. They give you the three USBs that I was talking about, 3 power supplies for USBs, and these are actually going to be powering the HDMI, because on the HDMI there is no power. It needs another source for power, and these are it right here. So on top of that, they give you an extender here. It's a corner extender pretty much for an HDMI. Really unique item. I mean, this thing right here is something that a lot of people don't know about it, but in particular in TVs, you don't have these connections ready to go and sitting in there. You pretty much have to have something like this in the corner. It leans up. Not bad. Last one, they give you another one, a secondary, and a third, which is not bad. 3 of them. They give you 3 little corners in here. Well, let me talk about all the objects that you get in here. So basically, these little corners are very ingenious. I like them because what happens when you get a laptop, these inputs sometimes hit it in the corners. So I see it that this is must. So you could put this in there, and this could go at this angle over the laptop, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Or it could go in directly into the laptop itself. So there's different options. I like that they give you these 2 options. This is a plus, to be honest with you. Not a lot of companies think about this, and in case you don't want to use these, you could always use these to extend the connection and give it some more mobility and bend. And it's easy to bend. You know, I like this. This is a plus, of course. You know, by giving these 2 options in here, this is a great idea. And now on these things is very simple. So what happens once you plug this into an HDMI source, it could be your laptop. This is one of the inputs that you have. So instead of using like a click share, installing the application, doing all the software updates, and this is pretty much you plug and play, and you hit the button and you're able to display. But you know, I would have been happy with 1, but what this company did, they gave you 3. So you could have multiple different presenters on the screen. What I like about what the company did is like you could have 3 different presenters, not 1 but 3, 1, 2, and 3 computers connected, showing to the same source, which will be the display, the TV. And we're gonna take a look at it, and you guys let me know what you guys think. And I have a TV right behind me that we're gonna go a little in depth and see what you guys get. But this is a perfect item. I liked what this company did. The only thing that's missing, I wish they have another option for a USB connection instead of to convert this into a USB and connect it to power source, because 5 volts is enough power for TVs. They have a USB connection, and like I said, this is 5 volts. 5 volts could be a connection that could go behind the TV and not worry about having another power source, you know, because it could be getting the power from the TV. So you could have this connected to a USB, connected to your computer, powering this whole device. But today we're just going to test it out as is, and overall, let's take a look at it, how well it works. We're going to try it out with 2 different systems. I'm going to bring multiple systems. Now, to assemble this is very simple. What you got to do is you got to look at the back of it. You got to see the connection and right behind it. And all you got to do is screw this in here and twist it, and that's pretty much what it does, right? Simple as that. Now, bending the antenna depends on how you want to bend it to. So if you have a TV, you want to put this flat surface like this, and it could go in back of a TV or in back of a monitor. You could put double-sided tape too, also something that did not include too, but you could do this yourself. Buy double-sided tape, put it in the back. I wish they had flushed these out completely, or you might be able to remove these rubbers. They're just stickers in here. Seems like they're simple to remove, so not that bad. And ready to go. And all you got to do is buy a power source in here, which it came with it already, and plug it into your TV along with the HDMI connection, and you're all set. So let's go ahead and plug this in, and we're pretty much ready to go. All we do is HDMI to the TV source, and we should be ready. So once you connect this, you're gonna see this on your HDMI. It tells you HD bit status, waiting for connection. It's ready. It's on this MacBook. This is a MacBook. We're gonna program it, and we're gonna set it up with to work with. The MacBook has the HDMI. MacBook Pro here, right here, has the HDMI, and it has a USB right next to each other. So what you guys got to do is, I'm gonna do an extension. I don't want to break these things, so I'm gonna extend it. Put the extender here on this corner here. If you guys see it, it's going on here. The extender goes on, and I'm gonna put the HDMI port here. This is where you actually connect this link. You set it up, and it's ready to go. It's a little longer. And then we're gonna power it. So this has to be powered. It's a USB, and then basically power it up. And it's a micro SD on the back of it that you have to plug it in. All right, just make sure you guys are aware of. And you'll see an indication of light coming on. And it's from red and blue, wireless set. And all you have to do is hit the button. So once you set it up, it's very simple to just move your mouse over and open the internet and other stuff. It's ready to go. I mean, I didn't have to set up any software or anything. It was just a push of a button and it turned on. This is a MacBook Pro, and we're gonna try another system. We're gonna try 2. Now, you guys are familiar with the Nintendo Switch, all right? And if you guys see it, it's ready to go. I have it here. It's a little older one that I have, but we're gonna open it up in the back, and this is the docking station. Pretty much what you got to do is go in the back, spread this out, and there's a USB in here for power, of course. So that's very simple. So right here, I like to use the extensions. So I take this apart, plug it in here. So it goes on the USB. If you guys see it, it goes on the HDMI extender. I like to use that. And then I like to get the power cord, which this is the USB you need to use. You need to power the USB, the HDMI, of course. So we're gonna plug this sucker in here in the back too. And of course, I love about the Switch, they include that. And it's a 3.0. which powers the whole system too. So this one's pretty neat. You extend it out there, and it's not going to be any convenience. You could even curve them if you want, so you don't want to. It's up to you. So you can even tangle these up, and they give you enough extensions for another one. So what I'm doing, I'm going to plug this sucker in here. I already have the power supply for the Switch in there. And then I'm going to power the rest of it, which is right here in the front of it. And all you got to do is find it, and it's powering up. Blue, change blue. You put the Switch in there, and I'm gonna take these keys apart, of course, and we're gonna dock it in. And you know, the Switch is pretty much a basic unit. You dock it in, and then you pretty much hit the controls. But you got to make sure you hit the button here. What you want to do is hit this button here. Now, you guys know that I had the Mac connected already. So basically what you got to do is, all you got to do is hit that double button and it changes the screen to the Nintendo Switch. And on the Nintendo Switch, you can pretty much turn around and play your games wireless from another room. And we're going to go into see how well it works. The audio and everything works well. There's no lag whatsoever. I'm actually running here. If you guys see it, I'm in the moon, of course. So this is a pretty awesome stuff that you can put this in different multiple TVs. And I think the company hasn't thought about pushing this to the gaming industry mostly. You know, it's only made for business, but it's a big industry that could hit 2 units, man. I love remoteless. My Wii sitting right in front of me. I'm away from the TV. No lag whatsoever. It's working very well. The graphic wise, I didn't lose any connectivity on the graphics. Everything's looked like the audio's running really well. And like I said, you could have it in different multiple rooms, up to 20 meters. Remember that, up to 20 meters long. The wireless seems like it's working well. I'm very happy with I'm pleased. I'm not just happy, I am pleased with this. How well it works, no lag on the system. And we're gonna try something else too. We're gonna try a 3-dimensional program and see how well it works with this. So I brought another laptop where we're gonna run aluminum on it and how well it works with 3-dimensional programs, because most of these systems, when I'm running tests, I like to put a benchmark on them and see how well it works. So, but overall, right now, for gaming, this is really, really good. I mean, I'm enjoying the wireless, and you guys see it. The box is away from it. It's about like 7 feet away from the box right now, and no lag whatsoever. And the box is sitting right in front of the TV too. Anyways, I really enjoy this, man. This is pretty awesome how they did this. So we're gonna go ahead and double click on the HDMI just to show you guys the other one. So I go back into the Mac, of course, and I can always come back just by double click on this one, and it goes back in there. Now I have here an Origin PC, and it's a gaming PC, but it's a little heavier than the other PCs. It has a great video card, 1070 video card. It plays random games. We're gonna play a game here too. We're gonna bring in some 3-dimensional programs, see how much of lag do we have. So same procedure, pretty much. I'm gonna put the extenders because the extenders, I don't like to have them directly. I don't want to break these, you know, because eventually, you know, people accidentally could break them, move them around. So I always like to make it flexible. And of course, make sure that the power, this is the power for the HDMI adapter. You need to have it's mandate to power the whole system itself. So let's go ahead and power this one. All right, same procedure. You don't have anything else other than you could connect, cable management. This cable is simple, you know. All you got to do is double click on it and it goes back into display. No software, no updates, no nothing. This is 1,000 times better than ClickShare and other devices, you know. Everything's powered through here. All right, so here I have my desktop showing right now. We're gonna run Lumium on it, and this Lumium is it's a 3-dimensional program that runs architectural projects in here. So we're gonna run it and see how well it works. You know, most of the times when I'm running these kind of setups, we normally plug in directly to the system because of the lag, but here we're gonna run in Lumium and see how well it works right now. Well, this is the program I was talking about. It's Lumium, and this one is a high-end 3-dimensional program. And as you notice, I don't have any lag time. It's running super fast with it. It's keeping up with the system, and I'm around 5 feet away from it. And really great system that I like. Look at that. It's just, I don't see any lag whatsoever. And normally this program takes a lot. It takes a lot, so to be honest with you, running around. I mean, the graphics here are, I haven't seen any pixelation loss or anything. Seems like it's running really good. Animation looks well. So overall, I like the feel of this. It seems like it's running really well right now. It's retaining its pixelation. It's doing at the same time. No loss of lag. I mean, this is one thing. The rendering time is fabulous on this machine. I mean, this is a aluminum 8.5. It's a memory hog and video card hog system, and to run something like this without losing any pixelization or anything on the screen, it's just awesome. I am thrilled about just running these kind of tests on it. And if you ever run any three-dimensional programs, especially render after they've been rendered with the animation and everything, they look well. I mean, well made. I mean, this product, I can't talk anything bad about it. Other than the bulkiness of the, I wish they had a wireless connection for power, but there isn't. You know, that's something that we're not there yet, but the next version. And they're up to something really good. I'm telling you, this company is, I'm very pleased with the product. It seems like it's well made. Nothing bad about this I could say, because everything's running exactly like I want it. I don't even feel any lag time on it. And now let's do another test that's really simple. The other test is, it's just bringing a YouTube channel. Alright, let's go check something very simple. We're gonna actually play a video of one of our channels, which is me, and we're gonna talk a little bit about our product, see how much lag time does it have. So right now, there is no lag whatsoever on the mouth. It's being synced up exactly as it's supposed to do. If you guys are looking at the monitor here and the monitor there is no lag. If there is, it's minor. I can't tell. It's something that I am very impressed with it. And it's one of those things that I look for a lot in these kind of videos, especially watching something like this, where you could play the audio, movies, and other things through the system. So that's not bad. That's not bad. This is a very well-made product. So let's talk a little bit more about the product itself. Now, the product itself, it does need power for the HDMI, like I said. But other than that, this product is solid. So it's working for gaming. It's working for PC, laptop, Macs. I mean, it's just an awesome all-around product. I've seen so many products, and this is probably one of the best ones I've seen so far in the market. I use ClickShare, Crestron, and those two have lags. I mean, Crestron uses the IP addresses to connect to it through wireless using your infrastructure network. Now, the ClickShare, it uses a USB power cycle, and it also uses your own CPU, GPU to render some of the stuff. So there's a lot of lag with this. It's products like this where the synchronization, it doesn't work very well with it. There's a couple products that does the same thing, but this one is well made, well established, and not only that, most of the products that you buy on the market, they give you only one of those USBs, one of the HDMI connections, all right? And you pretty much are set with that one. Now, in this particular case, they give you 3 of those items, and I am very pleased with at least. I mean, I could have been super happy just with one, but when they give you 3 in a box, this is a plus. One of our favorite games of all time is PUBG. I like it. We're gonna bring it up here and see how well it works with it and how well it's syncing up with the rendering of the animation. If there's any lag on the cinema or anything else, you'll see it here. And that's why I put the TV and the laptop together so you guys can see side by side the lag and make your own decision on that, you know. Of course, on wireless, there's supposed to be some lag, but I don't see it as is going live and hearing it live. The quality of it looks, of course, you're not going to go higher than 1080 on this, on the wireless, so you might be running a product higher than the resolution, but it's always going to display at 1080. Just keep that in mind. This product is made for 1080, not a 4K yet. The animation of it, you know, you could tell it's a 1080 on the TV, but on the animation here on the projecting, it's high resolution, of course, but like I said, it's not a 4K, maximum of 1080. 60 megahertz. It's well enough that, you know, to render like a low quality end machine, but this is a really well machine, well product. I can't even tell. I could play on the TV automatically, playing from a different distance, and people could be watching what I'm doing. This is awesome. This is great for gaming. This is an awesome product for gaming, business, all products, even streamers that could use some of the stuff. Say you want to set up a drone too, you could actually add this to a drone. You could go up to 20 meters, which is great. All you have to do is get a power supply, which could be a random USB power station, and you're all set. Audio is pretty loud on this. I like the audio, well established. It's sending the signals back to the system. It's working well. So right now I'm gonna start solo mission just to show you guys how well it works and how well it's translating back to the TV. That's why I kind of try to render them both at the same time. But if you see a live version of it, it's just giving you the connection synchronizations that's working and all the stuff that's working just to get this rendering up on the screen. It's working well. I mean, I am pleased. If you're gonna have this display to your main TV, you have an audience, this would be a great product to have. I mean, you could have three players, you know, rendering the different games, and then sharing your products up on this big screen. This is a great product. So right now, I'm pretty much setting up this game system. It's rendering 50 seconds. I don't see a lag at all. If you guys see it, I can't tell yet. I'm a little off right now sometimes, you know, sometimes when you guys see it, but I'm running around, I would say like a couple feet, 5 to 4 feet, you know, somewhere around the distance of it. That's gonna go in back of the TV. The antenna could be sticking out. It's not a bad thing to do. So for business, like, this is overkill. This is a great system. For gaming, you know, you make your decision. The rendering's a little bit off on the TV because, like I said, maximum 1080. You can't get any higher than that, but on the overall, it looks well. It's rendering, it's coming out very good. I'm really pleased with it. No lag whatsoever. I'm looking at the game. I'm actually not even going to look at my screen here. I'm just going to look at the game itself. I can't play with a mouse, so that's the only thing. But other than that, great product. I like it all around. So let's go ahead and take a look and compare them all and talk about how the lag and see some of the objects and some of the things I found in here that we might change. But overall, it's working well. Well, let me talk a little bit about the product. So I have all three systems right behind me. I have a gaming laptop, and it has Windows 10, and I have a Nintendo Switch along with it. Also on the left hand side, I'm gonna have a Mac Pro. So this product does not require any application or any administration. It's a simple plug-in. Your system identifies it automatically, and we're gonna go ahead and go in depth and change it to different settings. So we're gonna start with the laptop. We're gonna start with loading the laptop up, and I'm gonna walk away from the camera, and you're gonna see me how it works. So laptop first. Double click on it. Laptop comes on. I'm gonna crank this up. The Nintendo Switch, we're gonna go to the home just so you can have it. Nintendo Switch. Now we're gonna go to the Mac. Whoop. Double click. Simple as that. Double click. Simple as that. Double click. Simple as this. So multiple people can be demonstrating something on the screen at the same time. Just to let you know, multiple systems could be running at the same time in the wireless format. So we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate. We have a PC here, it's running automatically. All you gotta do is double click. It changes to Nintendo Switch. It's a gaming system and a Mac. Double click. It goes into a Mac. So we have 3 different systems set up in here so you can see how well it works. No application needed, no administrator. It's just a simple plug and play. Let's go ahead and demo all of them again. You know, just double click on them, and it goes to every single one. So presenter 1, presenter 2, presenter 3 could be displayed to the same system. And this is the only way I can show you guys how it works, just by standing in front of it and making sure that everything works. No lag, no nothing, no gimmicks, everything. It's all working within. It's all working within this system. It's all being shared wirelessly within this system. So overall, the product is one of the best products I've seen in the market right now, because they don't just give you one, they give you 3 different applications. So you get 3 different sources, so you can actually share the same thing. I mean, I am just stunned about not just one product. Usually when you buy something, it was one input, but this is a great thing to do. Now the closest one that came to it was ClickShare, but ClickShare, it has its problems. You know, there's a lot of lag. It doesn't go higher than a 1080. I mean, it's made for business. This could be used for every single source. It could be gaming, it could be business, and it could be personal. So when you could set up a DVD player somewhere else, a different system in another room, display in another projector, or display on your different monitors, this is a great product to have. I used it in the past, different versions of this, but this one it's made me a believer about what's the next generation is going to bring. Now, this company has reached out to me and asked me to do these kind of demos. I agree, because I think I have so much knowledge full of these systems, and hopefully I demonstrated some of the stuff that you might be looking for a product like this. In reality, it's solid. To me, it's running really good. No lag whatsoever. I tried it in all 3 products. Like I said, click on every single one. Music, audio, everything's transmitting. Gameplay, transmitting. And also Mac, which is a plus. Now, normally when you install these systems, they ask you to install some application. You have to set up an IP address. You got to sync it up. There's a couple stages. This is very dumbed down. It's just simple 2 cables. USB for the power and HDMI for the source. That's pretty much what you need, all right? And they're all set. And all 3, I'm demonstrating 3 different units, 3 different systems that are working very well with that unit. So if you have any questions or any comments, hit me below. I've been your host, Frank the Tank, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, and hope you like this video, and let me know all your comments below. I'll see you on the next time.